Rogers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rogers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking deep here for Flowers. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now it's Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they've made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sets up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. They still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, Parker, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Johnston on the quick slant.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert off of play action.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
3rd down and 6.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them free. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Setting up the screen. Here's Spiller.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run by Spiller.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
This 2nd and 4. Jackson going to hold on to it again.
He gets away from one. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game started the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers,
43 yards.
and the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's completed right side to Palmer. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Palmer going to go in motion left.
Baylor Tiger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
5-9.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, OP.
They'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
21. Ready.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 49 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
That's complete to Palmer.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Complete to number 5, Josh Palmer.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey,
now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice little juke. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Herbert gonna throw.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down.
Home the troops right.
Herbert.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, 61 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
Herbert to throw. That's caught by Palmer.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One last throw here for Herbert.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.
set. Here we go, tonight. Turbo set. Here we go, tonight. Turbo set. Like one out. Hey, tonight. Set. Here goes tonight. That's it. Tonight. That's it. Tonight. 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 That's it. Tonight. What's that? Set. Turbo set. Set. What's that? Here we go. What's that? What's that? What's that? Tonight. What's that? What's that? Here we go, tonight. Here we go, tonight. Here we go, tonight. Like that. Tonight. What's that? Tonight. What's that? That. Turbo set. That. What's that?
Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming. This is your team. Choose focused players each week who will earn extra XP.
Done. What's that? Done. 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 What's that? What's that? Here we go. Turbo set. Tonight. What's that? What's that? Here we go. Tonight. What's that? What's that? What's that? Here we go. Tonight. What's that? Here we go. Tonight. Set. Tonight. Left hand. Done.